I don't talk about this one often, mostly because it never sits right with me. But there was a man in Vancouver, John Hutchison, who started doing something messy in a little workshop that shouldn't have been possible. Everyone who stepped inside said the air felt wrong, heavy, charged, like the room was waiting for something to happen. And then, it did. People swore that they saw metal slowly twist on its own, tools drifting off the ground like something invisible was testing their weight. And the strangest moment, a piece of wood sliding straight through a sheet of steel, as if the steel forgot it was solid. Scientists came in ready to expose him, but their equipment glitched, reading spikes, and nobody could explain what they saw with their own eyes. Hutchison called it chaotic energy, but the way people talked about it, it sounded like he brushed against something our world isn't built to handle. And honestly, I think he got closer than he ever realized. There's a tiny village in Kazakhstan called Kalachi, and for a while, people there lived with a fear most of us can't imagine. Not of monsters, or shadows, or anything you could run from. They were afraid of falling asleep. It started with one man collapsing in the middle of the day, then another, then whole groups, dropping into deep, unreachable sleep for hours, sometimes days. No warning, no pattern, just silence, and breathing that grew slower and slower. Some say they dreamed of voices calling from far below the earth. Others saw bright lights behind their eyelids, like someone was shining a flashlight through the dark. Doctors blamed everything from bad water to abandoned uranium mines, but none of the tests lined up. No toxin, no illness, nothing. It was like the village itself was pulling people under and letting them go only when it felt like it. There's a lonely stretch of road near Missouri-Oklahoma border where locals warn you not to drive late, because after dark, a light shows up. At first it looks harmless, just a single glowing orb hovering down the road, steady and calm, like a lantern someone forgot to put out. But when people try to get closer, it moves, drifting away, stopping when you stop, speeding up when you do. Some say it splits into two, others swear it darts off the road and vanishes into the trees. No matter how close you get, it's never close enough. Scientists blamed reflections. Locals shook their heads and said they'd seen it since the 1800s, long before cars or headlights existed. And here's the part that gets me. Every now and then, someone says a light turns and comes towards you. That's usually when people decide they've seen enough. Back in the late 1960s, people near Lake Worth, Texas started reporting something they just couldn't explain. Not a ghost, not a sound, something alive. Late at night, families camping near Greer Island saw a tall, shadowy figure with glowing eyes watching them from the trees. At first, no one believed it, until rocks started flying into camps. But here's the strange part. They say it looked half human, half goat, something out of a nightmare. One group even saw the creature step closer and throw a tire rim into the camp. Police were called, tracks were found, newspapers ran the story, but the creature never stayed long enough. It watched, it tested, and then it vanished back into the woods. Locals say if you camp near Lake Worth today, you might still feel those eyes on you, just waiting. It was just after Christmas in Dublin when Trevor Deely left his office late at night. Snow on the ground, streets quiet, almost empty. Security cameras caught him walking towards home, hands in pocket, calm, unhurried. That's the last confirmed image of him. But here's the strange part. Another camera, miles away, may have caught someone who looked exactly like Trevor, standing near a canal hours later. Not walking, not rushing, just standing there, like he was waiting or listening. Some believe he slipped into the water, others think he met someone he trusted in the dark. But in a city watched by cameras, Trevor Deely just didn't disappear. It's almost like whatever happened to him knew exactly where the cameras weren't. So if you want to keep these eerie stories coming, hit like and subscribe.